and action. Everyone, it's Dave from Phantom Realms Paranormal. This is Abby. This is Zach. We are doing a little interview about a secret location we attended last night. Meg's going to ask us some questions about what went on, and it was a fantastic night, wasn't it, everyone?
Yeah.
Totally blown us away.
Amazing.
Seen stuff we'd never even dreamed of seeing. So Meg's going to ask us a few questions about what went on. So over to you, Meg.
Okay, so my first question is, without giving away the location, can you describe the atmosphere when you first arrived at the scene?
Atmosphere when we first arrived. It was all right. Wasn't too bad.
No, they were very welcoming, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's always a bit strange walking into a place where there's already a group in there. So you don't know how...
you've never met.
Yeah, you don't know how you're going to vibe with them. But they were really easy to get on with, and they were really warm and welcoming, to be fair.
Yeah.
Made us feel right at home.
Nice and relaxed.
It was very relaxed.
Got to know each other a little bit in the living room, didn't we?
Yeah.
About what happened in the house. Fruit and veg flying flying around from the kitchen into the living room. Onions, kiwis,
Yeah.
mysteriously being thrown and hitting the wall. Don't know how she lives in that house, to be honest. But yeah.
So question 2 for you guys is, how did you find out about the location?
It's a secret.
Okay, question 3 for you guys is, were there any immediate signs or sensations that made you realise you were not alone?
Not for me.
No, you thought it was pretty quiet at first, didn't you?
Yeah.
I picked up on a few energies, but they weren't like in the kitchen or in the downstairs area. They were more like upstairs, like kind of like out the way, observing. It wasn't until further in the night that they made themselves more apparent to me, anyway.
Yeah, so same for me. It was pretty just a normal house when we walked in, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was only when we started tuning in around the table, that's when the energy started filtering in then, so yeah.
Oh, I'm not susceptible to spirit, so I felt nothing.
Was that just at first? Sorry? Was that just at first or the whole night, would you say?
No, most of the night, to be fair. There were bits and bats where I was like, what was that?
Yeah, a little bit throughout the night. I could feel energy coming in from left side, right side. I could starting to feel spirit coming in and out of the room.
You saw something fly over my head, didn't you?
Yeah, behind your head.
I mean, it would be safe to say, Abby, that you are a skeptic.
Yeah.
Is what you would refer to yourself. And do you still fully feel that way after last night?
I'd say I feel more open to spirit now than what I did before.
Okay. So we'll go on to question 4 then, which is, how did you prepare yourself mentally and spiritually for this investigation?
I just rocked up.
No, you Zach.
I meditated.
Yeah. As I always do that before I go to any location. I meditate, try and open my mind's eye before I turn up, and that's why I do a walk round to feel the energies around the location. And I did exactly what I always do.
Okay, question 5 is, how did the team dynamic shift once the investigation got underway?
Do you know, we gelled really well with them as we got going. Like, as the night got on, it was kind of like we were one team. It wasn't like we were doing like a collab or working with another team. We were basically one team.
Yeah, I got that vibe.
It was the banter as well. Like, there was a lot of really good banter. The banter was flowing, and we actually had a laugh.
It was uplifting energy. It started off well, and then it just got better and better as the night went on. The energy lifted. You could feel it around the room. So that helped with me as a developer medium, bring the energies in. So yeah, the energy was really good by the end of the night.
It really
we
was.
gelled really well.
It was almost like it wasn't our first time meeting them, but it actually was.
Okay, so this next set of questions are going to be about the table tipping experience.
Mm-hmm.
So can you walk us through what happened during the table tipping session?
It wasn't so much table tipping, it was more of a seance. It was a heavy table, really heavy table. You checked it, didn't you?
Yeah, because obviously I'm really skeptical. I went in, lifted up the tablecloth, and I'm underneath with a torch, checking out. There's no wires, there's no devices, there's no ropes, there's nothing. There was absolutely nothing there.
So it was a big, thick wooden table, wasn't it?
Yeah, really heavy.
So we all sat around the table, put our hands on it to get the energy going. took a little bit to get it going, didn't it? Not a lot happened at first. Then we felt a couple of vibrations going on through the table. My seat started vibrating as well.
Until Sage touched.
Until Sage here started with a
Yeah, I believe Sage is your nickname after last
killing
night.
of the atmosphere of but that wore off throughout the night. The table started shifting. It nudged towards Jack at first, didn't it?
Yeah.
As it tends to do. And then we got a bit more.
I even tested the table out as well, though. So with my own feet, seeing if I could push it, pull it, tip it. And you could push it with your feet. You could sort of pull it with your feet, but not without my whole body, like physically do it. Like you could see.
It would have been noticeable.
Yeah, and nobody moved. Like everyone was perfectly still.
Yeah, we all had our feet under the chairs,
under
purely
your
to
chairs
protect
as
your
well.
toes, because if it lifts up, you don't want a heavy table landing on your toes.
No,
And it was
exactly.
heavy, it really was.
But when we weren't doing anything, I
Mhm.
did try moving the table myself.
You
and
tried lifting the table up with your legs. You
Yeah,
couldn't
and it was
physically do it.
impossible.
So
Yeah, the good thing is as well, they encouraged it, didn't they? They're like, "Oh, see
Yeah.
if we can see if you can see if we're faking it,"
Yeah,
which you couldn't. And the other good thing was as well is when we all had our hands like face down on the table, you could hear someone like put their hands on the obviously on the side as if they're going to pick it up. You could hear the creaking, it's like someone's grabbing the wood as before it lifted, which was
but everyone
crazy.
was
But everyone's hands
But
were on the
nobody's
table.
hands were
flat on the
doing
No,
thing.
it.
everyone's
There was
hands
one
on the
point
table.
where we had one hand on the table and it was bouncing.
Yeah,
there was points where we had no hands on the table.
Yeah, we were
and
sat round
doing YMCA
just having a chat. Yeah,
moves.
YMCA, because he's playing music to get the energy up in the room. So we had the YMCA going on, and next minute the table's giving it all this. Candles are falling all over
And
the
no
place.
one's even touching it.
no,
No, and we were having a conversation again. I think it was like a mini break. Next minute, the table just goes on its own to the side.
Mhm.
We were all like, "What's going on?" So
So obviously I have a set lot of questions, but I do feel like myself and the viewers would be intrigued as to why your nickname is now Sage.
So because I'm skeptical, whenever I'm around, ghosts just don't seem to want to do anything or show themselves, or I can walk into a house and
yeah,
see
so
the activity and
you can
then
walk into a haunted location
dead when I
and
appear.
nothing seems to happen when you walk in.
Yeah.
It happens in other areas, but when you're about, it's flat.
I walk in, it stops.
But it is safe to say that after last night, some stuff did happen when you were in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was shocked. Even I was a bit like, wow. So
Okay, so my next question is, what were your initial thoughts when the table began to move? How would you believe? Did you have doubt? Any adrenaline? How did you feel?
as a skeptic, how did you feel?
So I was pretty shocked. But then I was thinking, right, there's a tablecloth, I can't see everyone's feet. So then I'm looking at the people next to me, and I can see that their feet are under the.
So I was
they're
next
on
to you. You can see
chairs.
my feet
Yeah.
under. Jack was next to you. You can
And
see
then-
his feet under
And
his
then
whole chair.
When we had a break, because you was next to.
yeah, two of their team.
Yeah, you were next to two of their team, and you said
And
you
I
were
had
checking.
One of
Yeah.
their team on my right hand side, and his
you
feet
all
were
said
under.
the feet were all under the table, so
Yeah.
under the chair. Sorry, so there's no way it could have been faked.
So at that crucial point when the table very first moved all by itself, like you knew nobody was doing it, how did it make you feel? Did it frighten you?
No, I wasn't frightened.
For me, I could feel the energy coming in, so I knew something was about to happen. So I could feel it coming in from the right hand side at one point, and then the left hand side. We had a cat ball set up as well, didn't we, on the right hand side?
Mhm.
That went off. The energy came in. The table started moving. So I sort of had a pre-warning that something was going to happen because I could feel it shifting around the room. So I don't know how you felt
The
about that.
bear as well across the way kept going on.
Yeah, the Ren Bear, we had
Yeah.
that going.
I think I was just more buzzing than anything that something actually happened while I was in the room.
It was nice for you. Your face was a picture when it did actually move. You was like, what's going on here? But
I think
for me,
I
I was pre-warned, so I was like, I know something is about to happen. So
How do you feel?
I felt a buzz, to be fair, but at the same time, you could feel the table vibrating. But obviously, when it moved, I was like, "This is amazing." But I was also like, "Is this fake?"
how was it happening?
It's
Yeah.
kind of like how it was in the movies. Like it was so rapid the way it moved.
Yeah, it
That-
was like a Hollywood
yeah,
movie.
that I was
At
kinda
times it was violent as well. It was
Yeah.
proper giving it this,
I was
wasn't
like,
it?
if this was on camera, no one would believe it. So I was
Yeah.
like, we have to make sure that this isn't fake, and obviously we'd already checked for wires and everything.
Yeah, well, my next question in the interview would be, did anybody try to debunk it?
Mm.
Obviously, you've kind of explained briefly that you've checked everything
Yeah.
about this table. You looked at other people's feet. Have you crawled up under the table?
Yeah.
So it's safe to say you believe it was 100%
Yeah,
real.
100%.
He
100%.
couldn't explain what happened last night.
No.
It was something I've never seen before.
So as well though, when we first went in, they did say to us like, "Oh, so we want to sit here and here," and it was sort of opposite each other. And at first, I was like, "Why?
What's the reason behind that? Yeah.
Why do you need to sit opposite each other as opposed to next to each other? Is it because you're pushing it between yourselves?" Which is why when it first started moving, I was a bit like, "Is it them? Is it not?" And then when these confirmed that they could see the feet under the chair, and obviously we could see everyone's hands.
Yeah, because I could
was
see,
like, oh, fair enough.
I
But
could
then-
see the other team members' feet under his chair, but Jack was away from the table at one point, and
Yeah.
it flew towards him and then flew back.
But
So
then
I'm thinking, well, Jack couldn't have possibly pushed that.
There was also a time as
So-
well, though, where you said, like, it tipped from where I was sat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
towards
lifted up
you,
in
'cause
front
were
of you.
facing me,
Yeah.
wasn't you?
So
Which-
you knew you wasn't lifting it
Which
up.
I
If it
I
was
didn't lift
fake, it'd
it.
either mean you were lifting it or I was pressing down on it,
Yeah.
which wasn't the case.
Okie dokie. So, was there any point during this seance where you felt the energy of the room shift noticeably?
Me a lot, in and out, different spirits coming in and out from the left, from the we probably heard in the audio me going spirit coming in from the left, coming in
Yeah.
from the right, so I could feel the energy shifting around the room. I could feel negative energy coming in at some point and then leaving again. Different spirits all the time. There was quite a lot of spirit last night. I think we counted 5 at one point. There was possibly
Yeah.
more than that.
Yeah.
So I could feel it definitely.
I felt it, I think, when we changed the experiments up and we moved on to the esters,
Yeah,
I felt a massive shift then.
Yeah, you could see it in the table though, because like the table would be moving back and forward, and then more negative spirit would come in, and it'd be knocking candles off the table, like picking the table up.
So you could see the difference as well. As
So it was like moving back and
Yeah, because
forward.
it sort of slammed the table
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
candles would just go flying.
But it wasn't like, it was literally like someone like falling onto the table. That was how loud the bang was.
there was things matching up as well. There was, when I was getting the negativity coming through, negative energy, we had Spirit Talker going on, which is an app you can get on your phone, and it was matching up like you need to leave or get out, or
Yeah.
there was the coal miner. I was getting the image of a coal miner coming through. Next minute, that confirmed it, and then it slammed. Candles went all over the place. So it was kind of matching up. It was linking all together. So it worked really well, to be honest.
Okay, so were there any specific messages or presences that came through clearly during the seance?
Yeah, I had 2. So I got asked, have I lost a dog? Which I have. Lost 2. Said to you, I have a feeling I knew which one it was. My little bestie. And then later on, it was said to me that the dog died. The dog that was visiting me had died in my arms, which obviously is my dog Sandy. He died in my arms, and he said he was sat next to me, and that he was doing well. And then I had another message from my nana come through. I had my hoodie and everything on. No one can see that I actually have any tattoos. And he said to me that my nana had said, enough of the tattoos now, no more. And over the last 18 months or so, I've started messing around with my hair, changing its colour. And my nana also said she likes my hair the way it is and to stop messing with it now.
And so to confirm for viewers, there's no way this other team would know those personal details about you.
No.
Nope, never met them before. They have no access to any of my socials.
I got 2 personal readings as well, but I'm not going to tell you much about that because it was 2 close friends of mine that are in spirit. But it was
Too personal for you to share.
it was accurate, so that's all I'm going to say on that one.
Yeah. So it says, how did the skeptic engage during or after the seance? Did you have any change in perspective after your messages?
I mean, I was a bit more shocked than anything because I've had readings in the past and never had anything quite as accurate or personal. But yeah, it has opened my mind a lot more, and I want to learn more about spirit if I can. I just feel like my mind's eye's broken.
It's not, I just need to tune in.
Okay, so were there any specific messages you received during the S-test method?
I did. I participated in that, didn't I? And I was getting different. The Estes method is where you put the headphones on and the mask, and you basically hooked up to the SB11, so you get words coming through. So I was shouting these words out, and I don't know what questions you guys were asking, but they give you a bit of a laugh, whatever it was.
Yeah. So what? Some of the stuff you was answering and shouting out was matching up with what was coming on the app,
Spirit
wasn't
talk,
it?
Yeah.
And then I asked a question: how many spirits are here? And you shouted something like, "There are 5," like straight away.
Straight away, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So.
And the headphones are noise cancer. There is no way possible that you could hear the.
Well, I had an SB11 plugged into me, so all I could hear was like that.
So just briefly, give us an explanation. What is the SS?
It's a spirit box, and it just scans radio stations, AM and FM frequencies. It can scan forwards, it can scan backwards, and then every now and again you'll get a word coming through, which is spirit coming through the radio stations. So it's given me things that I've got to shout out. So I can't hear what people are asking me. They're asking questions in the room, so spirit will answer through me. I'll shout out the answer, and it matched up, didn't it? So we had some good stuff from that.
I tried the headphones, but I didn't get nothing.
You tried
their method though, didn't you?
The brown noise headphones, which is just there's no radio stations. It's just static. Nothing happened.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. But didn't you ask it a question? And then as I was taking everything off, because I felt someone touch me, and I thought someone was tapping me out.
Yeah, nobody did.
And as I was taking everything off, the table slammed.
Yeah, I can't remember what question we asked.
It was you asked, is it a certain person?
It was Elmer.
Oh, so the Spirit Talker app gave the name Elma. So I said, "Is Elma here?" As Abby was taking her Estes method equipment off, and the table slammed onto the ground.
Yeah, candles went everywhere.
But I only started taking it off because I felt someone tap me out.
Yeah,
nobody touched it.
Nobody
touched
it.
No.
Wow. Okay, so upon personal reflection, for each of you, was there a particular moment that challenged your beliefs about the paranormal? So I suppose it's mainly towards Abby, but obviously...
Yeah, for me, no, definitely not.
Yeah, because you've always been quite a strong believer, haven't you?
It just made it stronger for me, seeing that last night.
The paranormal can be cool. It can be a lot more active than just walking around buildings, getting a few voices, equipment getting touched. Because a lot of the stuff we got last night wasn't... Our equipment did go off, but a lot of it was like physical interactions with the table. We were asking it to throw candles, and it was throwing candles off the table. So more like that. We should. To be fair, it didn't really challenge my perception of the paranormal. It just kind of gave me a fire to be maybe we should start focusing on getting it to move objects, and stop focusing so much on equipment and apps, because we had the apps on. We had Spirit Talker app, but it was in the background. So
it wasn't your main focus.
No, so it wasn't it was coming up with a word and
that.
we were saying, "Oh, it's a minor." We were talking to the spirit, and then it'd say the word minor, or it'd come through with a name. And we'd glance over and we'd be "Oh, did that just say such and such?" And we'd try and incorporate that, but not jump from, "Oh, how many spirits are here?" And then it'd come through a minor. You go, "Oh, are you a minor?"
Yeah.
We're chatting, going through our own process.
So basically, have that in the background as a confirmation of what the medium's saying. So once the spirit is there, and then it confirms what the medium's saying, instead of us relying on what's coming through that.
Yeah, I think we rely too heavily on.
So we need to move away from that. So we've learned a lot from last night.
And to introduce music as well.
Music, that was that's thing we've never tried, and it worked really well.
It would be safe to say that not only have you got a new perspective on how we can go further as a team, but also it shows you that not every investigation you will get full-blown activity.
No, but we have learned a lot from last
100%.
night.
What was the skeptic's final verdict after everything was over?
Oh, God.
I would like to point out that I received a text message off the skeptic saying, "I'm no longer a skeptic."
Yeah.
I don't think I said I'm no longer a skeptic.
Well, you said I'm a little less skeptic now.
Yeah, I'm a lot less skeptical. Like I say,
you couldn't explain what went on last night, could you? So
no, but I'd like to go again and sit on the floor with night vision goggles.
Fair enough.
I want to see it from every angle just to be 100% sure. But I am a lot less skeptical than what I was before I went. The readings were spot on.
Yeah.
We were given some dates on stuff as well, and they were
They were accurate, really accurate.
So accurate.
For my personal reasons, they were 100% spot on.
I had come home and it's the first thing we did was research these dates, and it turned out to be 100% spot on.
I've confirmed it with Jack as well, and he's like, wow.
Yeah, because obviously we can't say the names for personal reasons because we don't know who's watching our videos, but you did actually find out that the person that came through during the seance actually existed, the dates, the times, the facts that you got matched up perfectly, didn't you?
Yeah.
And to confirm, obviously, well, you couldn't have because you didn't know what was going to come through, but no research was done prior to the investigation, was it?
No, because we didn't even know
we didn't know where it was till the last minute.
As a team, that tends to be what we do anyway.
This was pretty much last minute. We didn't know until we were literally getting in the car, really.
But yeah, I'd say I'm a lot less skeptical than before. I would love to see more stuff. I'd love to see a physical ghost. Whether that happens or not.
Hopefully it will. Hopefully it will.
I think it is pretty safe to say that most skeptics need an apparition to appear and say boo before they'll ever.
But I think even then, if you're seeing that, you still be like, no, there's got to be a scientific, logical explanation.
I have seen stuff,
You have,
and I always say it's out the corner of my eye. It's my mind playing tricks on me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to each of you now, just a little bit. I want you to tell me one thing that stuck out with you from the whole investigation, and one thing that you've taken from that investigation to bring to our team now.
Oh, you're starting with me?
Yeah, start with you.
For me, it would be not relying so much on the apps, just having them on in the background whilst we're investigating, and not, making sure we're not trying to connect everything, because some things just don't make sense. They're not going to come through with full sentences, and we're never going to know their entire life story. But they will come through bits of information, and that's the stuff we need to focus on, not trying to make every little bit of information fit. So that's what I'm taking away from last night.
Okay. I mean, I think it is safe to say we're fairly, we're not new to paranormal, but we're fairly new to being a team going out doing proper investigation, so we do learn as we go.
100%.
Yeah. Abby?
So for me, I know that we want to get evidence of paranormal for other people, but I think as a skeptic, you're always going to have people, no matter what you've got on camera, saying it's fake. So I think we need to back away from maybe doing so many lives and just focus on us as a team while we're there. You know, it proved last night that you can have a laugh and get results. I think we need to do it for us as a team more than, TikTok viewers, personally.
Dave?
The thing I took away from it was learning a bit more about myself as a medium, as a developer medium, and learning to trust myself more in what messages are coming through, because Jack was confirming that he could see the energy that was coming in from the left to right when I was explaining it. So I need to just believe in myself a little bit more as a developer medium. I was wowed by everything that happened. The table lifting, that was something I've never witnessed before. So
it was mind blowing.
It was mind blowing. It was a pleasure to meet Jack. Such a nice guy, and this team, all fantastic. So I took a lot away from that last night. Really enjoyed it.
Is there anything else you feel you want to talk about on this interview before we come to an end?
Anything you want to say?
It was my best night ghost hunting by far.
Yeah, best night by far. I think even I need to see an apparition now to top that.
And I think it is safe to say now we're a lot more open to doing home visits, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're always open to that. So if there's anything paranormal happening, we're always going to be there, aren't we? We're always going to try and find evidence and stuff. So
and collaborations as well.
Yeah,
100%.
And how would you say that if a person was interested in a collaboration or a home visit, that they would get in touch with the team?
Get in touch. I want to thank Jack. It was like I say, it's just me being cheeky. That's how we got talking. I just decided to jump in on one of his lives one night. Got chatting to him, telling him. I was genuinely thought he was going to 30 East Drive. It wasn't. He was going to another poltergeist house, and I'm so glad that I just messaged him, because that experience last night just blown me away, to be honest. So thank you, Jack, and thank you for your team for having us. It was mind blowing.
And they were lovely as well.
They were lovely.
They were genuinely lovely. So thank you, Jack, and the team at the secret location. We can't wait to come back.
Thank you, guys.